Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance on the Central Coast today, joined by Phil Gibson. He is the president of the Paso Robles Unified School Board. I'd like to speak with you about high school students. There is some good news that graduation rates are increasing in the state of California. I think our graduation rate last year was now about 82%, which is great. But what we also know, sir, is that some students, for whatever reason, may find traditional education at a high school not appropriate. And the schools are now looking at different ways to get these kids their diploma. And Paso Robles is on the forefront of that.
Yeah, we've always had independent study type schools, which most school districts do, but
Right.
Starting this year, January 1st, we launched what we call the Pro Academy, Paso Robles Online Academy, which is an alternative opportunity for students to take their classes without being in a traditional classroom setting.
This is, I think, inspired, I must say, because look, we need to meet kids where they are, I believe. And for a variety of reasons, students may not be able to attend high school. Maybe they need to go to work early because of family crises. Maybe they are Zac Efron and they need to move from San Luis Obispo to Los Angeles to become the next Disney Channel star, like Mr. Efron did from Rio Grande.
Right.
You know, maybe they're, like you've told me, rodeo or
pursuing a degree in the arts, motocross, or maybe they're just traveling. Maybe they have
their parents
some
may
need.
be working overseas. And so talk to me about how Paso Robles became it seems like the county leader on this, because this is for any student in San Luis County.
It's available to all students in San Luis Obispo County. It was something where we felt that we needed to do something other than the traditional in-classroom independent study to provide opportunities for those students that just quite didn't fit between the traditional high school and our independent study school. As I indicated to you, I believe we already have at least 27 students that have signed up. The advantage of this is, as you indicated also, is that they can take the classes from anywhere or at any time. So regardless of where their schedule or where they happen to be located, they can be taking these classes. It is I believe, the only county program in the county that is district supported.
And I just realized this can begin in 6th grade. It's not just for high school.
We originally started off at high school, and about a month ago we decided to expand the curriculum down to 6th grade. So it's both for our middle school and our high school students.
And by the way, this is not just to get the kid his high school diploma. There are college prep classes.
Correct.
That can get the kid into a 4-year institution.
It is intended to have the same rigor as our traditional high school. So it is absolutely not meant to be something like the equivalent of a GED. This is college preparatory classes.
But there's flexibility, which is nice for certain students. There is an online teacher. I guess they meet online. There's like a FaceTime, face-to-face conversation.
Correct.
So how has the response been? You said 27 have signed up, but I'm feeling as if through programs like this, I'm sure you're talking to other local media, that you're going to start to get more interest.
Yeah, we'll expand our online academy as the need is apparent. We're starting with, again, just the first 27, but we're just starting to roll out and have some of our parent meetings this week and next.
The cost?
The cost is free. This is a free public education.
Wow. So do you still get the ADA for it?
We still get the ADA.
I see. So that's, a slight incentive, and I take nothing away from that. So I want to remind the viewers that any SLO student can work through this program. It's not just Paso Robles.
Any student in San Luis Obispo County can sign up for the Pro Academy.
You're also, I would argue, fairly forward-thinking in the way you're trying to get energy. And I do want to talk about that because we know there are a lot of programs in California that are looking to change the way that public institutions will literally electrify, if I can use that term, their schools. So talk to us about what Paso Robles is doing.
Well, we currently have 2 programs. We initially started last year with the SPUR JPA, where we were going to take our $1 million a year PG&E bill and do something about that. And so we entered into an agreement with the SPUR JPA to solarize 6 different sites within our district. We have approximately a $1 million a year PG&E bill, and what we're looking to is to try to do something or find out, could we do something with our infrastructure facilities where instead of paying PG&E, we could divert the money and put it
Right.
back into the classrooms. So
And is there Prop 39 money for this?
there is some Prop 39 money, but that is more going to be involved in the second project
Okay,
that
so
we
let's
did.
keep with the first
So
project.
the Spur JPA, we solarized 6 of our sites, and what we are in essence doing is doing a ground lease on those sites, and then the JPA is coming in and building solar facilities.
This is a Joint Powers Authority?
A joint powers
With
agreement.
whom?
It's called a Spur, and it's a statewide JPA.
So who's your partner? It's a joint power, so who's...
Well, it's through Sun Edison is actually the person actually putting it in. So the idea is that we do a ground lease and we agree to buy the solar energy generated by these solar units at a fixed cost. And here's the key. There's a fixed cost that is already starting off below the current PG&E rate and has no escalator clause.
Oh.
So as PG&E rates go up, our savings is going to go up because we're locked in for 20 years. The savings that has been estimated, even on a conservative basis, is we will save over $6 million over the next 20 years in our PG&E costs. The second thing we did, which we did last month, is through Optera Energy. We did a kind of a joint project having to do not only with solar, but also with water use. And through that, we're going to solarize most of the rest of our sites. We're going to change out our lighting to LED lighting. We're changing out a lot of our transformers. We're also doing the water mitigation through the things such as low use toilets, and doing electronic controllers on all of our irrigation systems.
But where are you getting the funding?
Okay, the effect of that, we have some Prop 39 money,
That's where that comes
but
in.
signing a contract with Optera, we have guaranteed savings of over $9 million over the next 30 years. And let me emphasize the word guarantee. If for some reason we do not have they estimate in our contract $9.4 million savings, Optera will make up the difference.
Really?
So we just signed that agreement, or authorized that agreement last month with Optera Energy. So we actually have two different projects. The Optera is, yes, solar, but goes way beyond that. It goes to LED lighting and what have you. But the idea is that between the two solar projects, roughly 99% of our PG&E bill is going to go away, and we're going to be solarized.
How did this all happen?
Well, it started off 2 years ago. As the board president, I have the authority to set up ad hoc committees, and one of the committees we set up was a facilities committee, and the two areas that I wanted to explore and we agreed as a district to look into was the water use mitigation, because you recall at the time we're in a drought. It's hard to imagine with all the rain we've been having. Was the water use mitigation, which really affects all of us very severely. And the second was to see if we could do some sort of solar, again, to do something with our PG&E bill. So as of last month, we have effectively taken care of our PG&E bill over the next 20 to 30 years. We basically are going to be almost a non-customer for PG&E.
And I would remind our viewers that 5-6 years ago, Paso Robles Unified was in serious financial trouble.
Serious financial trouble.
I mean, you were put on notice.
We were within, actually, as I put it, a few hours or a few days of bankruptcy. We were teetering with probably $150,000 of money in the bank. That any little sneeze or hiccup, and we would have been taken over by the state. We've taken all of that, looked very progressively and looking forward and innovatively, and now have approximately an 8% budget, and within 2 years we're working our way towards building up to
a reserve.
10% reserve in our budget.
His name is Phil Gibson. He is the president of the Paso Robles Unified School Board. My name is Brad Pomerance on the Central Coast Today. It's Local Edition.